Strippers and dancers and anybody with a body, this one is for you. If you wake up sore after back-to-back shifts at the club, this quick recovery flow will get you feeling loose, fluid, and pain-free so you can enjoy those days off. Hey y'all, I'm Red, and I teach dancers how to move confidently and how to find home in their bodies. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more pole movement and money-making tips. Today's session is a light mix of stretching and undulations. Perfect for your day off when your body needs some TLC, but you still want to stay in your flow. This flow is going to be great for your hips, spine, and shoulders, which are areas that are often tight from a lot of pole work and long shifts. Follow along with this tutorial in real time and drop a comment of which of these stretches were your favorite today.
Let's take a seat in the middle of our mats. You can take a seat in the crisscross applesauce position or in a butterfly position. And let's start with some nice deep breaths. All the way into the belly and all the way out. Whenever you are ready, you can start to take your head in big, slow, and controlled circles. No need to rush, and make sure that you have a nice, straight spine, sitting up nice and tall, and keeping the stretch focused on your neck area. Don't forget to take your head in both directions, and when you feel a spot that's extra tender or tight, you can focus a little bit specifically on that area by doing small nods and then continuing with your circles. Finish up those circles, and then we're going to start to take our wrists and our hands and our fingers in circles. Make sure that you include those fingers with the rotation so you can feel the stretch all along your forearms. And that's going to feel really great after doing a lot of pole work. Create circles, and then start to incorporate your elbows into the movement to create big shoulder rolls and arm circles. Here is where I want you to start to incorporate rounding the chest and then arching the chest on the way down. Feel where the resistance is, feel where the tightness is, and allow your body to roll in circles, alternating between a nice straight spine and a melted, rounded back. Make sure that you take these circles in both directions, and you'll feel this stretch all throughout your torso, your obliques, in your back, your lower back. And now we're going to isolate the rib cage and see if we can take the rib cage in big circles, making them maybe a little bit bigger every time. And exploring both directions. You can put your hands wherever they feel comfortable. And if you place them on your rib cage, it can help to guide the movement. Once more, we're going to do some waves, tucking the chin and rounding the back on the way up, and lifting the chin and arching on the way down. Think about syncing your breath to your movement, breathing out as you come up and in as you go down. Next, we're going to straighten out the knees and get into a pike position. In this position, we're going to do some more waves, pressing that belly towards your legs with a lifted chin as you go down, and then rounding as you come up, tucking the chin. Feel how this movement changes the stretch in the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, your calves, and do your best to keep your knees as straight as possible. If you want to take your hands and stroke your legs as you do this, I encourage you to do that. Now we're going to sit that booty forward, flip those hands so the fingers are facing our booty, and start to take our upper body in some circles for a nice big pectoral and trapezoid stretch. As always, don't forget to take these circles in both directions. Sit forward, hug your knees, and start to pull away from your knees using the tension. And I can grab on the insides of my legs or around the outsides. You can also do some head circles in this position as you're pulling away and feeling that stretch all through the upper back. And you can also do this by grabbing the backs of your thighs and creating that tension. So we can roll down to our backs and give ourselves a nice back massage in this child's pose position, happy baby position, grabbing the insides of my feet and pulling the knees down to the ground, giving me a nice groin stretch. I can practice straightening those knees and bending them and seeing how the stretch feels different in my body before I start to pull my knees, creating circles and pretty much giving myself a nice back massage with the ground and with my body. And as you can see, I'm just doing what feels good in my body, but make sure that you go in both directions. Reverse the movement that you're doing. And then we're going to straighten out one knee, pulling that knee into our chest, and then switching over to the other leg and pulling that knee into my chest again. Maybe doing some small circles with that knee, giving my hip and my hamstring another good stretch, as well as the hip flexor of the leg on the ground. I'm going to do this one more time and then pulling that knee over to create a big twist in my lower back. My head and my arm that is still on the floor is maintaining contact with the ground, and I'm pulling my knee across to the other side to create a nice big stretch in my side. Take some deep breaths there before we're going to pull the other knee up to our chest, before pulling it over to the side and looking in the opposite direction for another nice big twist on the other side. Breathe. Bring yourself back to the middle. And then once again, we're going to tuck those knees up, create a 4 shape with our legs, sticking one of our hands through the hole and the other on the other side of the straight leg to then pull that knee in towards your body, giving a really good glute stretch to the bent leg in front. Creating a bit of a pretzel, and maybe even pulling that leg that you're holding with your arms and creating little circles. Now we're going to straighten that leg that we're holding on to, slide that 4 leg up, and then we're going to create a 4 with the other leg, sticking that hand through the hole around the leg and then pulling the knee towards our chest to create that stretch in the glutes. Don't forget to breathe. You can even push that knee away from you as you pull the leg in towards you to create an even deeper stretch in your glutes. Once again, we're going to straighten that leg out and slowly turn over onto our hands and knees for the last part of our flow. Let's start with some nice and slow cat-cows, tucking the chin, and then lifting the chin as high as we can in the cat position. And then I like to rock my hips from side to side in both cat and cow to just add another element of mobility flow. And once again, if you've done my last flow video, you might recognize this one. I'm taking my hips and I'm drawing big circles as I go through from a seal stretch back to my all fours. And this feels really, really good in my torso, my lower back, my hips. Let me know if you like this one in the comments. Don't forget to go both directions, as always. And see if you can catch a flow here and feel connected to your body, even if you feel sore. Let's do some body waves, going through seal position and back to cow and cat, and just doing whatever feels good in your body here. You can copy what I'm doing, you can freestyle it, and being very exaggerated with the movement will help to feel more of a stretch. Here I am taking my shoulders and twisting them from left to right, and really just working on wringing myself out like a wet washcloth, as if I'm trying to wring all the water out. I pushed back to a child's pose, and here you can take some deep breaths and relax your body for a minute. You can bend your elbows, creating a prayer hand above your head. And then slowly, you can see if you can scoot your knees away from each other, creating more of a diamond with your toes still pointing together, getting into a deep cat stretch, bending those elbows, keeping those elbows nice and close to your ears, and then seeing if you can lift your chin up in this position. This will be the last shoulder stretch in the flow. So really make sure that you're pushing yourself and pressing those armpits down to the floor and lifting that chin. You can scoot your elbows out like how I did to increase the stretch and practice bending your knees and just feeling every muscle that's working to support you. Maybe do a couple bounces, reaching before you come out to lay on your stomach and pull your heel into your butt while you're squeezing your butt to have a really nice quad stretch. You can do one at a time. You can do both at the same time. Squeeze that butt. And when you're ready, you're going to straighten out your legs while you're holding on. Lift your chin up and then lift your trunk up off the floor. If you pull your ankles away from you and lift your chest, you can create this basket shape, which feels really, really nice in the pecs area, the shoulders, the back, the lower back, and the hip flexors. Hold it as long as you can before you come out and roll those ankles out, including the toesies. Don't forget the toesies. Now, before we finish up, we have our last stretch of the day. Whenever you're ready, you're going to bring your ankles together, spread your knees apart, and see if you can push back into a froggy position. And allow yourself to just relax into this position, trying to create a straight line from one knee to the other. So if you have to adjust your hips, go ahead and do that. And just try to breathe. If you have to support yourself with your hands, if you can lay on your chest, whatever feels good to you right now. I know my hips are pretty flexible, but let this serve as inspiration to you. You can sit up on your hands like this to support yourself as well and rock your hips forward and backward to get deeper and to get that crotch closer to the ground. Maybe some bounces even. And just allow yourself to play in this position. Do some twerks if you want to. You can sit further back for a different feel in the stretch. And whenever you're ready, you can wrap it up for today. Thank you all so much for getting until this point.
I hope that this flow made you feel better, more relaxed, and more in tune with your body. If you liked this, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share with one of your dancer friends if this helped you. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, check out my app on the App Store and the Google Play Store called Red Light Therapy. We have an abundance of different dance and movement and wellness and stripper classes that you can indulge in from a variety of different sex worker instructors all over the world. See you all in the next video. I post every Thursday and I can't wait to see you again next week.